when I watch their team play, there's no doubt they're playing quicker. Whether it's because their players are a little faster or they got younger energy, and I'd also say there's no doubt watching him that he's emphasized playing quicker. I think they're trying to do a really good job of knowing when to play real fast and knowing when to play controlled. And I thought they did a good job in the San Jose game that I watched. I thought they did a real good job of that. They're not as much of just an ozone team as they once were. Now they were a great ozone team, so I don't want to say there was anything wrong with that. But I think because of personnel and probably because of the personality of the coach, they're not just that. They're deer jumping in the rush as well. So there'll be lots of challenges. They're obviously playing confident. I think every single night in this league is like a playoff game, and I'm sure tonight will be.
What do you like about the potential for that Glendening at ECU to also line?
Well, I think at the end of the year, they were really good, and I started the preseason a different way because I knew what that line looked like, so I wanted to see what some other things would look like. In the end, we didn't get a chance to do it as much as I wanted to because of injuries, but I do know what that line looks like, and I think Taro Hirose is exponentially better when he plays with skilled type players because of his ability to make plays. He's not, probably best suited to play with just two grinders. Now, Double A can play with lots of types of players because he's such a self-creator. He can play with different looks. But with Taro, he gets a little bit of a give-and-go guy. And then with Glennie, he gets a guy who wins puck battles, who creates havoc on the forecheck, who goes the net front. So all those things allow the skill players to use that skill. If you don't have somebody on the line that does that, it's really, really hard to create. And Glennie does an excellent job of that. The other thing Glennie's real good at, obviously, is he's really good defensively, so he can help that line that way. I think Glennie's become an outstanding complementary player with really good skilled players. I used him in the World Championship when our tournament was on the line with Kane and Gaudreau, and I think it really complements that line. So I'm hoping they can give us another real line that has that's really dangerous. Obviously, our top line's been dangerous, and then I think the other lines can contribute offensively with hard forecheck, with ozone hounding the puck and getting to the net front.
Don't start slowly again. That was such a big key for some of you guys. It's just 2 games, but do you take confidence in the way that you guys have started so far?
I'd rather be 2-0 than 0-2. We needed a good start from a confidence standpoint. But this is a relentless league, so we better come ready to play tonight. And 2-0 doesn't help if you end up 2-6 or whatever. You know what I mean? So we got to come tonight ready to play great hockey. They're, I think, 2-0 or 2-0, 3-0. So they're kind of in the same boat, and so we got to play great hockey tonight. But again, I'd rather be 2-0 than 0-2.
I asked Anthony if since Sunday he's made every green light and walked into a restaurant not at any line.
Yeah.
At a point for a coach, do you back off and not say anything when a guy's that hot?
He's hot, but I don't think he's hot by chance or by luck. I think he's hot because he's done the things that are going to make him successful. Do I expect him to keep this scoring pace up? No, they don't always go in like that. But he's hot because he's moved his feet, as you saw in that second goal where he tacked the net. I mean, people aren't stopping him if he does that, and I think he's grown to understand that. And he's also put the work in off the ice to become that big, strong body. He's hot because he's one-time pucks. He one-time both those pucks, which in the past he might have stopped, tried to set it up because it wasn't right in his wheelhouse. He's worked to make his wheelhouse bigger. So I think he's hot because he's put the work in. So for me, it's keep putting the work in. And I also think, one thing with that line, like they gave up 2 goals in the first period. They're not scoring 4 every night, so they got to make sure that on the nights they don't score 4, they're still even or plus line. And so we got to make sure we tighten that first period up a bit.